How's it going, guys? JP here, and welcome to week number 22 here on Body Bags. The film that I'm going to be reviewing today is Prom Night from the year 2008 with the tagline of A Night to Die For. Now, Prom Night is a remake of a Jamie Lee Curtis film from somewhere in the 80s, also titled Prom Night. This one follows the character of Donna. Donna, we learn early on, is involved in a tragic event. Basically, she returns home one day. She assumes that her parents are gone, and her brother is. I'm pretty sure it was her brother was sleeping or whatever. She finds out that her brother's dead, and her teacher has basically killed members of her family and is looking for her because he's obsessed and in love with her and all those weird things. She hides under the bed and basically witnesses the killer murder her mother, which is her teacher murders her mother because he's obsessed and in love with her. Flash forward, I think like 3 or 4 years later, she's now living with her aunt and uncle. It's prom night. She's trying to move past all the disturbing and terrible thoughts, feelings, dreams, all that, and move on and just have a happy prom. And then we learn that this killer, that her teacher, escapes, kind of shaves up a bit, changes his the way he looks a bit, and finds the prom and basically picks off her friends and other people at the prom while there's a detective and her trying to stop and escape this killer. So that's basically the story. This film is this is a film that I've heard very bad things about throughout time, and assumed that I was going to end up watching it and think that, it wasn't that bad. People, obviously blew it out of proportion, and it was, maybe going to be a little underrated. But no, this, in fact, was a lot worse than I was thinking. It's bland, boring, unoriginal, uninspired, all those words. And yes, even for a remake, obviously it's going to be unoriginal because it's a remake, but even in the world of remakes, it's ridiculously boring and bland and unoriginal, and it's just so pointless. It just feels pointless. This story is absolutely boring. There's nothing to it at all. There's nothing at all that is like making it interesting, or there's not even one cool character. Pretty much, there is literally nothing about this film that I enjoyed. It's also PG-13, so that means that, this is the unrated version, which, I mean, I don't even know what that means. I mean, it could have probably still passed for PG-13, or at least, an R. There's nothing in here in the unrated version that really stands out as awesome. There's, no, it doesn't seem like there was very much gore in it or anything like that. Oh, man, I really just did not have fun with this one at all. And honestly, I will say that it started off okay. It started off to where I was like, alright, killing the mother and stuff right away. She's tragic event, and, prom night is going to happen. And another thing about the prom night, it did not have any feel at all like a high school prom. It was way too exaggerated. It's in a hotel with tons of it just is ridiculous. It's like what you would see in the that TV show on MTV with the spoiled kids and their huge parties when they turn 16 and stuff. It reminds you of that. Man, I just really was completely annoyed by this film. I give it a 4 out of 10. It's not worth your time at all. It's very, I mean, and the original Prom Night is not a great movie. I don't even really like it. So the fact that this couldn't even improve on that is just bad. So I'll see you guys next week with another review. I normally don't review, bad movies. I try to review stuff that I actually like. But I've been using a randomizer every week. So basically whatever film I have that I have not seen yet will go into that randomizer, or, you know, that I haven't watched yet in my collection. And whatever pops up, that's what I'm going to be reviewing. So see you guys next week for another film. Peace.